What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of TopiCast. I'm one of your hosts, Daniel Pressure, alongside Joe the Saiyan Sanchez.
That knows how to work a computer. What's up, guys?
Oh my god, no he doesn't. And Gerard the Messiah once again.
Hello, everyone.
I don't know what episode this is because I'm tired of dealing with this bullshit.
Because you don't know how to work a computer.
I do know how to work it. Anyways, what have y'all been up to this past week?
Oh, man. Besides working on the computer, because I know how to do stuff on computers and turn them on and use a microphone and use Discord and all that. Besides doing that kind of normal stuff that one will know how to do, I've just been playing games. I finished, wasn't last week, but the week before. I wasn't on last week's TopiCast because I had to work that night, overnight. But the week before, I actually finished Doki Doki.
Doki Doki.
Yeah. I haven't played that game since last year in December, and so I needed to finish it. So I finished Doki Doki. Crazy ass game. Crazy.
How many different things did you try at the end? Like what do you the character deletions and all that kind of stuff?
What do you mean? How many different
He
things
doesn't
did I
even
try?
know about that.
Going into spoilers, but like deleting like character files. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
If you know
well,
what I'm talking about, you haven't played the end of it.
I mean, I deleted Monica. That's the only one I deleted.
Have you tried starting a new game after that, but deleting Monica before and like just to see what happens? There's like a bunch of stuff you can do.
No, because I didn't feel like going in there and deleting the save file and all that other crap.
You don't have to do that. It already does that at the end of the game. So once you beat the game, like when it only gives you the option to start a new game, or if you start a new game, like before you start the new game, Monica's character will still be in there. You can go and delete her and start a new game, and like you'll get a new scenario come up. Like there's a bunch of different, like I don't know. You can go watch like PewDiePie's last video of it, because he tries a bunch of different things just to like see what would happen. And there's a bunch of like crazy different hidden shit in the game that only happens if you play it so much or do certain things.
See, I did like 4 playthroughs, like 4, because there are 4 different little story things that you have to do in order to complete the whole game.
Yeah.
So I did all 4 of those.
You didn't go into the files and do the crazy shit.
So you didn't really beat it until you go in and do all
Well, no. Then in order to do what you say you have to actually go back in there and delete your old file. Because if you try to load the game, if I go in right now and try to load the game, Monica's not in there at all.
He would just delete the character files. Like he wouldn't delete anything else besides those.
You have to go in there and delete your save game file, because if you don't, it's literally gonna be like that until the end of time. Until you go in there and delete your save file, because there's only one save file. So you have to go in there and delete that, because right now if I load up, there's only gonna be those 3 Yuri, Sayori, and Natsuki. There's only gonna be those 3 girls in there. Monica's not in there. Anytime I load it back up, she's still not in there, and I have to go and delete the whole save file in order for her to be back in there.
I don't think he knows computers, does he, Daniel?
He doesn't know.
Oh, I know. Trust me. I know. I can do more on computers than Daniel can do.
Oh my god.
Yeah, besides that, that's all I've been doing. Just playing different games. I still haven't played The Last of Us again.
Oh my god.
This is my initial
You're playing
time I
fucking
played it.
Doki Doki in Fortnite because you don't even play The Last of Us. Get out of here with that shit.
Doki Doki was really fucking fun. Doki Doki was really fun though.
I couldn't tell if it was fun or not. I skipped a lot of the videos that PewDiePie played. I skipped a lot of the PewDiePie videos and just watched the end because I heard the ending was crazy.
Oh, so you didn't actually play it? You just watched it?
Yeah, to watch it on
man.
YouTube.
It's much better if you play it. It's much better if you play it. It really is.
So how's that?
If you live stream it, it's really cool.
So how's that Fortnite Season 5?
Man, let me tell you, Fortnite Season 5 is fucking amazing because of the fact that, number 1, the servers are down. Number 2, they make PlayStation go down.
I played a decent amount of it today, and it was okay.
It's because he's playing on PlayStation.
No, they're... Ew. Looking at Twitter, the whole servers are down right now. They literally went down like around 7 o'clock earlier.
Let me check it. They must be doing... It's servers are online for PC right now.
It
says servers online.
Unless they it was down earlier, like around 7, but I haven't tried again.
Probably just for the console plebs.
It could be. Well, it was on their Twitter.
It's just for the PlayStation people.
All of them.
Because they don't allow crossplay. So
yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
I can cross-play with PC.
Oh, PC. Sorry, my bad. Not with everybody else.
I don't want to play with everyone else.
Why not?
I don't want to play with people on the Switch, little kids. I'm already playing with enough little kids on the fucking PlayStation.
Whatever.
Or
Whatever. What about you, Jared?
Well, I actually have been playing the Fortnite Season 5, so I've been having some fun with it. I think the new places on the maps were pretty fun. Went ahead and got all week 1 challenges knocked out today. So, other than that, I haven't really been doing much. Played some tennis yesterday.
Tennis? Like real tennis?
Yeah.
Or Mario
not
tennis?
Like an actual game. Like we just kind of like dicked around and like hit back and forth, but we didn't like actually do like an actual game. But
you got tennis elbow.
And trying to get my school stuff knocked out so I can get all that done. So that's pretty much it.
Why'd you drop your class?
Oh yeah, I was doing like basically 2 majors, programming and cybersecurity, and I was talking to one of the guys that I'd been in a group with before, and I felt like his knowledge level was around mine, if not more, of the programming stuff. And because like they're working on a game right now, him and some other dude, for like a competition. Like they've been working on it for like at least half a year, I think. So I was asking kind of about the final project stuff, because like each major you have, there's one class has like its own final project. So like it's basically like if you don't pass that, you don't get through the whole thing basically. And like I was asking him kind of like how much time he spent on it and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, well, I'm not here from 8 to 5 like doing nothing. And he's like, I'm basically just working on this like the whole time. And then he described one of the teachers. He said they called her the final boss, because if you don't get past her, then like with a good enough grade, then she won't let you graduate. Like she's like, if you get a 69 and like you try and ask for help, or so she can like give you a pass to let you go, she won't. Like
she'll give you a 59.
She'll just fail you. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
take
you
it
want
again.
a point?
So
how about minus 10?
And so I would have to be taking a class for that, for programming and for cybersecurity. So 2 of those basically, plus another 3 classes. So I would basically I would have lost the remaining hair I had, whether it be on my head or my ass, because that's the only 2 places I have hair now.
You got hair in your chin.
Yeah,
chin.
But yeah, I mean, I like cybersecurity more. Like the more I've gone through it, so I decided to focus more on that. Just because, like with these interviews with this tech stuff, like you'll have one normal interview where they'll get to know you, and then when they bring you back, you'll have like maybe 1 or 2 interviews where they just sit there and like grill you on like the tech knowledge of what they're doing. And like if you go in there and say you know something, they'll quiz you on it, and if you don't get it right, then it's like, well, you shouldn't have said you. Well, it's just like then you shouldn't have said you know that. Yeah, it's going to be like, well, you're trying to impress us, and you shouldn't have been. So you're probably not going to work with us because we don't know if we can trust you in certain situations like that. You know. So.
Right. Well, let's see. What have I been up to?
That's when you just mind fuck them. Like, I do know how to do it, but I don't want to show y'all because
why don't you show me?
Y'all know how to do it, and y'all are trying to take my secret from me. So why don't y'all show me what y'all do, and I'll show y'all my way. And they do it like, yeah, I did the same way. That's the only way to do it, jackass.
Be like, what do you think about this? I'll be like, I don't know. What do you think about it? And I'll let you know what I think about you thinking about that.
Let's see. I finally beat Doom, and I saw Ant-Man and the Wasp. Jared was and saw it with me.
Yeah, boy. Was that tomorrow? I thought we saw that before the last one.
No, we saw that. That was last week. That's Thursday.
Okay.
Joe, did you say you're going to go see that tomorrow? You lying out your teeth.
You're going to go see it tomorrow.
Okay. Let me see that ticket stub. We'll see.
I don't have to buy my ticket stub.
Oh, my God.
Buy it the morning of.
He's not going to go see it, folks.
We'll go see it tomorrow.
the morning of.
Yeah, I go to the movies in the morning.
Oh yeah, I saw The Incredibles as well. I forgot about that, dude. Nobody was in the theater. I figured there'd be more people in the theater for The Incredibles. There was like 2 other girls, and that was it.
Stop with the smiley face. What was that?
It wasn't bad. I saw The Incredibles. It wasn't bad, was it?
Oh yeah, I thought it was good. I just expected there to be more people in there, like with as popular as the movie is, you know.
Like, what do you mean more people? Like more.
Like more people.
Like more
what?
people in the theater.
seats.
Oh, more people. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I did go see it at like 10:30, so I mean, I guess I'll give it that. But still, I expected more. Like whenever I went in there, I thought I was in the wrong theater because I was like, I'm in Incredibles,
Well,
right? Because I feel like this would be.
It's been out for a while now.
Yeah, I mean, I gave it some time. I was going to go see it earlier, but yeah, that was the kind of the thing is I didn't want to go there whenever it was crowded as balls and you got a bunch of little kids talking all the time. So
what did you think of Ant-Man?
I enjoyed it.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was a little it was basically just setting up the quantum realm the whole time. Like there really wasn't that much action in the movie, really.
The quantum realm's the main thing for the Avengers 4.
No, duh.
It had a lot of good
Well, they had
lines,
to set
a
it
lot
up.
of good characters. Like the whole ex-con business was really funny. Like the truth serum, that was hilarious.
Right. Yeah,
like
that's pretty funny.
there's a bunch of stuff in there that was just like, and that's the thing. Like Ant-Man, I'm fine with them doing that with, and because I feel like the guy that they casted for that. Yeah, the guy that they casted for Ant-Man, like that's the way he acts, like that's the way he plays. So, I mean, yeah, you can say like he's a typecast type of actor, but I feel like it was just perfect for the type of movie that it is, basically. Right. So
I wasn't really. I mean, we all saw the like.
You were laughing in the movie. Don't lie.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't funny. I'm saying
Daniel doesn't want to say he likes it.
The post-credit scene was okay. We all saw that coming. And it's so funny, all the people in the theater, they're like, what? It's like, duh.
Well, you can't say we all saw that coming. There's some people that stay away completely, and some people that just don't know. There's some people that don't even know anything. They just literally don't know.
If people are going on opening night, though, they know what's going on in the Marvel universe, you know?
Yeah, don't give me that shit. Oh, let's go see Ant-Man tonight on Thursday before it comes out. What's this movie?
You never know.
Is this a sequel to Bug's Life?
Dude, I want to see a sequel to Bug's Life.
No joke, I do too.
It's one of my favorite movies growing up.
Yeah,
and the game. I played the video game
on
too,
PlayStation.
Yeah, dude, that's a great game.
It wasn't that great. It was awful.
For a kid, it was. I mean, I'm probably looking at it with rose-colored glasses.
Yeah,
I haven't played it in a very long time, but
Jared, it was a good game.
Thank you.
Good game.
Thank you, Joe.
Jared, Joe, have you even seen A Bug's Life?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies.
Oh.
I saw it in theaters when I was a kid.
No, you didn't. Prove it.
I did. Hey, I don't want to prove when I was a kid. You know what? Let's go to the quantum realm. We're going to go back in time.
Let's go back. Let's see, what else? Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. It was okay. What was that other thing?
What movie do you like? You don't even like any movies.
I do like movies. I like Aliens and...
That's not a good movie.
Did you, That's not a good movie. Shut up. Hold on, I'm looking for something.
You're looking for movies that he likes.
No, I can name lots of movies. I've actually seen movies unlike somebody in this podcast.
I've seen movies. I have like a whole bunch of movies down here.
You have a whole bunch of movies?
Yeah.
Dragon Ball movies?
101 Dalmatians. Yeah, Lion King. Big Hero 6. That's a fucking great movie.
They're all Disney movies.
I'm sorry Disney makes good movies.
Well,
if you think that collection of Disney movies is bad, like my aunt, like their family loves Disney. Like literally, if you opened up their cabinet like of movies, it is odd to not see a Disney movie. Like if you pulled out like a movie that's not Disney, you'd be like, oh my gosh, where does this come from? Like, did someone like accidentally leave this here or something?
Why is this porno here?
I got The Departed down here.
You haven't even seen The Departed.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies.
You've seen The Departed?
It's one of my favorite movies.
I'm surprised you sit through it all. It's really long.
It's Leo, man.
It's not. It's a really good movie.
It's long.
Yeah.
It's a long movie. It's like
probably
2.5
2
hours.
hours, 15 minutes.
It doesn't feel that long.
I'll look it up.
He's going to look it up.
It doesn't feel that. I got it right here.
Well, then look it up.
Oh, man. You're going to make me dig.
What did I send y'all the other day? I sent y'all something. I thought.
2 hours, 30 minutes.
Told ya.
I didn't say you're wrong. I just said it doesn't feel. I said it doesn't feel that long.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Planet of the Apes. Look, that's the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
It's still sealed.
Got the stickers on it. Yeah, it's still sealed with the stickers.
It's sealed. Look at that. Got the dust on it.
I just took the seal off.
The only movie I had that's still sealed is, let's see, this one right here. It's because I got it as a gift.
Fast 8? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You don't even got 4K. Get out of here.
Well, yeah, I have a fucking Xbox.
That doesn't mean you have 4K.
Why not?
You got a 4K TV?
Xbox doesn't play 4K, does it?
Actually, it does.
It does.
Actually.
That's right.
Yeah, I got a 4K TV. I had a 4K TV for the longest.
Oh my god. For all that Doki Doki and Fortnite. Just living the dream.
Use my 4K TV for anime.
Did you see they announced Brawly in the new Super movie?
Oh, yeah.
What you think about that?
It's gonna be. I'm just gonna wait because it's gonna be a different iteration of Broly. So.
Is it Broly or Brawly?
It's Broly.
Broly.
It's gonna be a different. It's gonna be a different variation because
if you're a frat boy, it's Broly because he's a bro, but not Broly.
But yeah, it's just gonna be a Corey Toriyama's a version of it. So whatever he feels like it needs to be, he's gonna make it. So he already came out and said that he's changing things about him.
Do y'all know the game Uncharted, right? Have y'all heard of Uncharted or played it?
I played it. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into it. Did
you ever play it? I mean, I know you don't have a PlayStation, Jerry, but
yeah, I played it. I used to have a PS3. Yeah, and then I think I ended up selling it because like it was one of those deals where PS4 was coming out or the Wii U was coming out, and I sold it, and I wasn't buying any other game. Like literally, like back when I had the PS3, the only reason I had it was for like
exclusives.
Yeah, a couple of the exclusives, and one of them was like MLB, just because they literally stopped making like baseball games for.
MLB was good.
Anyways, I bring it up. I don't know if y'all heard. I think it was this last week where they were talking about the like UI in that game, and you know, like when like the red comes up on the screen, you know, like you're getting shot or whatever.
Oh yeah, I saw this article.
Did you see that article where it's really not damage; it's his luck running out, which it's kind of a cool concept, like. When his luck runs out, they finally get a shot on him, and a good shot on him.
And he dies.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I just thought that was pretty neat. It's a cool game design thing. But you said you
or
had...
just somebody like thinking, all right, guys, we got to think about this.
Why doesn't Drake ever have bullet holes?
It's like 30 people in a room trying to come up with different scenarios.
We got it. Eureka.
He's lucky.
He didn't code any blood on him, so we need to figure out why the fuck we didn't do this.
Why can't he bleed?
Oh my god.
What you said you got a topic, Joe?
Yeah.
Which is
your favorite mood?
My favorite mood?
Yeah.
What's my favorite mood?
I'm joking. No, that's not my topic. Jared's like, what the hell? What kind of topic is this? No, I'm not sure if we talked about this. I'm not sure if we talked about it the week before or not. But I feel like we discussed it like for a second. But the whole gaming is like a disorder now. I want to know what y'all thoughts are about that.
Like a mental,
I'm not
like
sure.
a
mental
disorder.
It's a medical disorder. Yeah. I mean, have you seen that article and everything that's in? Yeah.
That was a couple months ago. Well, I mean, I know it's still going on, but
yeah, but I know. No, it was a while back ago. But I feel like we discussed it like for a second, but we really didn't talk about it. It came up in like one of our other topics as far as like this passing through, but we really didn't sit down and talk about it and get our thoughts and opinions on it. So I just want to know your thoughts and opinion about this whole medical disorder of gaming now.
I mean, I wish I could get disability to play video games, but I mean, I really don't believe it. I think it's kind of hogwash, really. But
yeah,
I mean, I guess you can be addicted to anything. I mean, you can. It's
anything is addictive. I mean, if it activates your personal the pleasure system in your brain.
Excuse me? I don't know, man. It's everybody this day and age. Everybody's trying to not do anything and trying to blame everything on something else. You know, they don't want to take responsibility. I mean, I get you can get addicted, but if you're gonna get addicted, then why are you playing it anyways? You know, I mean, I don't know. And it's not the game's fault. I mean, people will start blaming that, and then I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like
Go ahead, Joe.
Go ahead, Joe. I just feel like it's opening the door up for more stuff
Yeah, I mean, what's next? I mean, watching TV's a disorder. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, I can't go outside. It's yeah, I have.
I'm sorry, I can't
I'm
go
a
to
day
work.
walker.
I can't work 40 hours a week. That's way too addicting for me.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't.
I can do 10. Anything more than 10, I'm gonna be addicted to it. I have to depend on it. Yeah, it's just. I feel like it's just gonna open up the doors for so many more little fake disorders that people are just gonna try to get. Like, I'm just gonna say. I mean, what's gonna be next that they're gonna say? Oh, you're addicted to jacking off.
Well,
whatever.
You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
Yeah. No, but I'm just being like, I mean, what are people gonna say? Oh, I'm addicted to something like. It's gonna just get more and more stupid. I feel like.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm addicted to Taco Bell. I mean, I go to Taco Bell every day.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna sue them.
Exactly.
I feel like I probably have a couple of different opinions on this. So, I guess if you're looking at it as like a job, like it's streaming, or if you're wanting to become a professional gamer.
Yeah, I don't think that's an addiction, though.
When people, like, let's say you want to be the best pool player, or you want to be the best baseball player, or make it to that professional level, you yourself basically make that an addiction to where you are doing it all the time to meet a goal. So if you can qualify that as an addiction, and I think they've done that in the past where some of these great players that have gone on, they've looked at their lives and showed, hey, they've basically been addicted to what they were doing at that time, and that's what made them the player or the person that they were in that field of work, because they basically dedicated their lives to doing that to get to a certain point to achieve a certain level, basically. There's another way to do it where if you look at it at the social aspect, I don't really think it's more of less an addiction as it is, instead of going out and spending money, people are able to get online and enjoy the same type of quality time with friends and interaction and social aspect while playing a game and having fun, right, without having to leave the house and spend money. I mean, if they're doing that all the time and they're not leaving the house, I mean, I could see how it might affect a person's life negatively. But if they, as long as they get out of the house every now and then, in my opinion, and meet up with real people, real interactions, all that kind of stuff, like, it really shouldn't be looked that down upon. But I mean, if it's one of those deals where it's like, so the only way I could see it being an addiction in a bad sense is if somebody has like a severe case of depression that hasn't been like diagnosed, and then that's all they do because they kind of corner themselves to just like playing like, and I'm not saying single player games are depressing, but if they're just sitting there like maybe playing Skyrim literally over and over and over, because I mean they get a little bit of enjoyment of it, or reminds them of a happier time or something like that, you know. And but they're just like, they've been depressed and they're not doing anything. I mean, it just depends on how you view addiction and what you're using games for, basically, in my opinion.
I mean, the whole like practice thing that you were talking about, I don't think that's an addiction. That's more of a passion and more of a determination to be the best.
But like a behavioralist would qualify that as an addiction. Yeah, but that's what people these days are saying is an addiction. Right, I'm not saying that it's right, but
a lot of people that are coming out with this, I'm addicted to video games, they're not doing it as like people are saying, hey, you're addicted to games. It's more like the gamers are coming saying, hey, I got this problem. I need assistance or money. Yeah. Because I can't stop playing video games. I can't stop playing Fortnite.
The addiction comes in my opinion, is if they're spending money to do stuff like that. So like,
yeah, they can't help it but buy loot boxes. I gotta buy it.
Yeah, with CS:GO is in cases and all that kind of stuff.
That's a different addiction. Yeah, that's a gambling addiction at that point.
Mm-hmm. Is it gambling?
It's just gaming is the medium for that.
Do you consider loot boxes gambling?
Yeah. You don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, but you always get something, though, right?
Yeah, but it's still a gamble. You're not always going to get what you want. You're going for a certain thing you want.
Right.
The gamble is you're not going to get your money's worth, basically.
Yeah.
Well, the money's the eye of the beholder, right? I mean, the item costs the same regardless.
Not necessarily.
I mean, you could get on the first drop, you get on the 1000th drop. I mean...
Yeah.
CS:GO, I could open a knife one day and it'd be worth one price. I could open it 6 hours later and it dropped half the price depending on what time I did it and if another loot crate was coming out later that day or the next month or something like that.
I mean, I can see it has gamble tendencies. I mean, I think they say the defense is it's not gambling because you get something. It's like those like 25-cent machines.
Yeah,
like
the gotcha machines.
Yeah, and you get like little toys or whatever at convenience stores. I mean, that's, I guess, technically gambling too,
gambling.
Right?
Yeah. You don't know what you're going to get, but...
How rarely at casinos do you do like those penny slots or different stuff like that or like a poker game or like an online video poker where you just don't make any money? Like, I feel like you at least get a little bit, whether it be like a couple of pennies or not, but you're more
I either lose it all or I win, okay? There's no middle ground. So I don't know.
I feel like the whole loot box, that's a whole different case in gaming addiction. But I do see where you're coming from whenever you're saying that a person, spends so much time as far as trying to get better. I can see, like you said, behavioralists will classify that as an addiction because they're spending more than, because I'm not sure if you ever read the book by Malcolm Gladwell, The Outliers, where it talks about you need a person that really wants to become good at something is going to spend 10,000 hours in order to become. That's like the minimum requirement in order to actually get really, really good at something.
A mastery level.
Yeah, it took me 10,000 hours to learn how to take a shit properly.
Yeah. So, and I feel like, like you said, behavioralists will classify that as an addiction if they go that, further beyond that and constantly always working on that kind of stuff. But as far as the person is depressed already and using like Skyrim to play a video game to get into a happier time, that's not a gaming addiction. That's just actually depression,
a mental illness.
Yeah, that's a depression.
That's an out, basically.
That's a depression, mental illness. That's not a video game mental illness. That's a depression. But he's just using a game. He could be using anything else to mask that depression.
It's better than going around shooting people, I guess. I mean,
it is, but it's still depression at the end, like at its core. It's not a gaming addiction.
They don't get the depression treated, and then they actually do go out and shoot people, and then they start blaming video games after that.
Well, exactly. I mean, the gaming's not going to do anything for the depression.
That's just the age-old scenario where it's the fact that the mental health needs to be addressed rather than the game. Anyone is always quick to blame.
They're looking to point something else instead of
instead of their self, basically.
Yeah, because the fact that healthcare, mental health care, whatever it is, whatever health-wise, it is literally $1 billion business. That's all it is. It's $1 billion business. So if you can say, oh, well, he's not depressed or he's not yada yada, it's gaming. It's games are doing it. Well, no, it's a mental fucking illness that's going on right now. He needs help. He needs something that's gonna mask it. He doesn't need all the pills or anything like that. It goes further into just gaming. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, like I said, everybody's so quote unquote sensitive, and everybody's looking for a handout or woe is me. Why is my life like this? It's because I played video games when I was 5, and I can't stop now. Whatever.
I know, Joe. I know you have been watching PewDiePie more here recently. I was watching a video of him, and I think he kind of talked about this.
Did he?
And he said he had parents that didn't allow him to play video games really at all when he was younger.
Oh, I remember seeing that.
And he felt like because of that, like he didn't get that experience of, well, like, okay, like he may have like binged on it a little bit and then realized, okay, like I don't need to be spending all my time playing video games. I need to be like also like doing other stuff. But because his parents like didn't like just give him an open experience to it, like he said, it basically happened later on in life for me instead of like whenever I was younger as a kid and like realizing it on my own, basically, like sooner.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of those deals where it's just like it's an entertainment, and I think people splurge into entertainment regardless, just because it's a way for them to escape their lives. Yeah. It's just a matter of whether, like, if they go in too much into it, if they're either doing it because they want a profession or if they're doing it because they are unhappy with how their lives are currently. It's just a matter of them realizing it whenever they figured that out, I guess.
Yeah,
So.
but then also the big thing you said too, which I didn't realize until just now, but the big thing you said too is that his parents didn't allow him to play video games like that, and I feel that's a big issue right there in itself, because the fact that there's so many parents nowadays that are scared to discipline their children, are scared to confront their children because of many reasons, but and that's another issue, and it's all in itself.
Speaking of other things, did you see that some of the
Stranger Things.
some of the shareholders or Fox are trying to block the Disney deal now?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know why. They're trying to block it now. I don't know if Comcast is trying to offer them something, different as far as like some
under the table
shareholder
for them to block it. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. We'll see what happens.
Reach around deal.
Little reach around.
They'll take that reach around.
You got a topic, Jared?
I didn't come prepared with a.
Man, who are you, Joe?
Topic. Yeah, I felt like I was Joe. I do have a topic, but it's sports related, so I don't know if I could be a short one if you want to get into it.
I mean, mine might be short, but we'll see. So my topic is, what would you buy at like a store? It could be a grocery store. It could be Walmart. What is like a combination of things you could buy that would make the cashier or checker most uncomfortable?
Oh, easy.
What you got?
Very easy. NyQuil. You got some beeswax. Don't know what beeswax is? Look it up. You got some rope. Then you got some toothpaste. And then to top it off all, you'll probably get some like toilet cleaner.
Some gloves.
No, you don't need gloves for what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay. What are you going to do, Joe?
Just know it involves some toothpaste, some ropes, toilet cleaner, and some fucking beeswax. And we're about to get to business right now.
Okay.
You can't do a condom because that's just too cliche.
It's too cliche.
Yeah.
If you buy condoms,
condom in there.
It's so funny watching people buy condoms because they buy condoms and they're like worried about it, so they always buy. They always get like pizza and I need a stick of gum.
Yeah, I've never understood like why people are afraid to get condoms. It's like, to me, it's like if I was a checkout manager, I saw your condoms, I'm like, all right, dude, what's up?
Yeah,
I see you. Someone's having a good night. I wouldn't be embarrassed by that,
No, I mean when I was younger, I was like always embarrassed to buy it, but I mean when I got older, I just stopped buying them because I stopped using them. But if I were to buy condoms,
because he has AIDS,
I'm gonna give to everybody now. But I mean, if I was to buy condoms, I wouldn't be embarrassed. Like, here, I fucking need them. Yeah. I don't want to impregnate your mother. Sorry, my fault, cashier.
My bad.
Jeez, didn't think you wanted a new brother or sister.
That's why
I'm more embarrassed.
That's why everybody steals
one of the new Adam Sandler movies than the condoms, because the new Adam Sandler movies are fucking shitty.
Lord forbid,
come out movies are all on Netflix, aren't they?
Well,
yeah. Lord forbid they buy condoms and lube, and that's a whole. They're like, oh no.
I like buying lube, but no condoms.
I just like watching people cover it up with their they put stuff over real quick.
Yeah,
and
I don't understand it.
You see all these like little kids. They always grab the magnums and stuff because they think it makes them look cool.
I'm gonna wrap it around my dick and my balls.
I'm gonna put this on my foot.
By the way.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I think the only thing I would be embarrassed about if it was like some sort of anus cream or anus smelling something where it's just something just where you have a nasty smell and you need a cream for it or something like that.
I'm more embarrassed to buy Gas X. Fuck, I got gas. I'm about to be farting everywhere.
I don't even care about the Gas X.
Well,
in my opinion, the way I look at it is everyone farts. Well, if it's smelly, you probably need to hold it in. But if not, let it out and let other people enjoy it because everybody does it and they laugh at it as well.
No, the reason I buy Gas X is because I actually get a pain. I actually get a pain in my lower chest, where my stomach is, and actually helps. It helps soothe the pain.
Syndrome or something like that.
Well, it's not really a gas or anything. It just helps ease the pain with that Gas X. That's what it does.
It eases my pain.
You need to read my daughter's book, Joe. Everybody poops.
Oh, I know everyone should. I tell people I take a glorious one. I feel like I need to state it sometimes. Man, that really felt good. You ever have that poop that just really feels good? That just damn. That's probably like my best poop, and then like a week later, like, damn, that was my best poop. Like, fuck, where's the other one right now? And then it's just like constant vicious cycle of pooping. Like, which one do you rank where? Yeah.
The ones after your best ones are the ones where you have to wipe like 50 times.
No. The best
those are the worst.
The
Those
best
are the
one,
worst.
yeah, the best
exactly
one
what
where
I'm
it
saying.
comes out.
You do your best one, and then the one right after your best one is always the one where you have to wipe like 50 times.
Yeah, you're like,
It'll be
this
like
never
the tiniest poop you have, but you'll be wiping like until your ass bleeds.
That's when you're.
Why do I have so much?
Your butthole just like fucking forsaking you. Your butthole just clenches up and like,
why?
Stop the poop. You're like, fuck it.
This poop's not coming out.
It clenches up and then you got just shit everywhere. Like, fuck.
All on your hands.
I'm gonna be down here. Then you have to put down your fucking. You put down your switch because you know you have to wipe for a while.
You gotta call your boss. I'm gonna be a while. There's shit everywhere.
There's shit everywhere.
I gotta go change my underwear real quick.
That's why you wear 2 pairs of socks.
Oh,
keep a spare in your car.
Yeah.
Let's go commando.
Go commando. No.
Going commando's not bad, but the thing is, if the reason in my opinion, the reason that you are dumping your underwear before is probably because you sharted. And if you shart once, you're more likely going to shart again. So if you free ball after that, you better not be wearing any kind of like light pants, because then as soon as you shart, like that's going to color, and then you got to get out of there quick.
Or don't be wearing shorts either. That's not going to work.
I will say that's happened to me one time in school. I think I went when I was sick, and I like sharted. This was, I think, like back in college, and like I was like in the parking lot, and I just like had to like I take my underwear off with my pants still on, so it was like I had to like do one leg at a time. It was real weird. And then like while I was walking in class, I like threw my underwear in the trash can outside and like went in and like washed my hands.
And the girl behind you was just staring at you the whole time.
I made sure I was like in a corner, like where nobody could see anything that was going on, because it was just one of those. It was one of those classes where it was like early on in college where it was like you just you miss all the chances you can, just like, okay, you guys have 5 absences. So it was one of those deals where it's like I already had 4 and was planning on like missing one more later on, and I was like,
I already planned that one later.
Yeah, it's like, damn, I'm already here. I might as well I at least just gotta go in and get attendance done, and then I can go back home.
Did you stay the whole class?
I don't remember. Literally the only part of that memory that I have is sharting myself and then having to dump my underwear in the trash can and then having to go to class. I don't remember class. So
I remember when I was young. I was coming home from school and I had to shit so bad. Shit like really bad. And I lived like maybe 10 minutes or about 5 minutes away from my school when I was younger. So I'd walk to school, walk home. Had to walk home. Had to shit the worst shit of my life, and I literally was sprinting home, sharting the whole time. Got home, I didn't know what to do with the underwear, so I just put them in fucking dirty clothes.
Your mom was like, "What is this?"
His mom's waiting for him when he comes home. Joe, what the fuck did you do?
Joe Leslie Sanchez.
Leslie.
I was like, well, I'm just trying to save the underwear. I thought they were salvageable, but apparently they weren't.
Get your little ass down here, boy.
The only way you salvage those, take them out like back and hose them down for like 5 minutes.
If you had to hose underwear down for 5 minutes, you might as well buy new ones.
And that was the day Joe got kicked out of his mom's house.
That was the day Joe went up for adoption.
Essentially.
Oh, man. So what was your topic, Jared? I don't even know how we got there, but
mine was gonna be on. I don't know if you guys have been hearing the news on Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens, yeah. I figured we could talk about him a little bit since he was with the Cowboys, but I guess he was offended that he wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer, so he got in on the second ballot that he was on. And I guess he just kind of said, "Hey, I'm not going to give my speech or do anything at the Hall of Fame ceremony. I'm not even going to show up. I'm going to go do it at like a commencement place at either like my high school or my college, like the week before or whatever."
Okay, there's the door.
Yeah. So, and then like the NFL was just like, okay, well, we're not going to show any of your stuff since you're not going to be there. But I just, and I think it's just kind of a big topic right now, like in the sports world, because obviously there's not really much going on besides like the World Cup, pretty much. And that's something else we can talk about after this, is we can take our bets on the scores and who we think is going to win that. But what is your
love?
15 love. What is your guys' opinion on that? Because on, I guess if you were voted into like a Hall of Fame type of series,
why does it matter if you're first or second? I mean.
Yeah, that was kind of the thing that a lot of the sports writers were talking about. Is
you're
like
in the Hall of Fame. What are you bitching about?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, it doesn't matter if you're first ballot or second ballot, whatever. You're in an exclusive club that not many people.
Is it that exclusive? I mean, come on.
Yeah. Think about how many people play football at a high school level. And then think about how you play at a college level. And then you think how many people play at a pro level. And then once you get to the pros, you got to think of how many people are actually well-known, house-known names.
And what, it's like 5 maybe every year, or something like that? 4 or 5?
Yeah.
I don't know the actual number.
So your the number keeps going small.
They should kick him out of the Hall of Fame for being a little bitch.
You're literally saying like, oh, it doesn't matter if you're first. You're in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, does the first place person get like a bigger trophy or something?
No.
Exactly.
No,
I mean, what's the point? I mean, somebody's got to be first. Somebody's got to be last, right? You can't all be number one.
There's all kind of great players that weren't first ballot Hall of Famers. They were second ballot Hall of Fame. And it's fine. It's fine if you get your second time or your third time. It doesn't matter. The fact that it doesn't matter is you get into that exclusive club.
And to me, that's kind of like a slap in the face to like, and it's not the same sport, but like somebody like Pete Rose, who was probably known as like one of the greatest hitters of all time, but like the MLB Hall of Fame is just snubbing him because they banned him for life because he bet on, I guess, I don't know how many games he bet on or what games he bet on, but they did it because he gambled on MLB games apparently. So while he was playing, so. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
And he shows up to, I think he shows up to Canton every year as well, and like does like signings and all that kind of shit before the MLB Hall of Fame, just to be like kind of shove it in their face, like, hey, I'm here every year. Whenever you guys are ready, bring me in. So
I'll be outside waiting, guys.
Well, I got a statue of me inside. I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be a little crybaby like that, just like that. That's just stupid.
But that's been T.O. his whole career, though.
Yeah, it has. So. But he's a good athlete. He's a very good athlete.
He's always
a very good receiver.
Jerry Rice's shadow.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he's like I say, he's a very good athlete.
Speaking of sports, what do y'all think about LeBron going to the Lakers?
I think it's I don't know. I think it's good.
I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't.
I don't know about the sports economy or anything like that, but here's my opinion on it, because I was kind of talking to a couple other people on it. With these teams that are building up to be super teams, in my opinion, it only hurts future basketball players because you had these small market teams aren't able to bid on these guys, and what ends up happening is they will draft somebody who could have the potential to maybe be a LeBron or a lesser LeBron at some point, but because they don't have the money, because all these teams are building up super teams, he's that person, unless they're like a Michael Jordan, where it's just like they love that hometown and that's where they're going to stay. They're going to go somewhere else because they want to win a championship. Like they don't care anymore.
Well,
so
you get.
Or somebody's going to offer them more money when they get good.
So that's going to hurt these small market teams. And in my opinion, if that continues to happen, it's going to put some of these small market teams under. So the only reason I think the super team thing could work and it could make basketball better, in my opinion, like in one site, is if they drop the number of teams. So like they could probably cut the number of teams in half, and that way you had the elite of the elite playing on teams. It's
Super
like basically
NBA.
It's like all-star teams basically. So you're seeing high quality basketball, and what was the other? And drop the number of games.
Yeah.
So if you did those two things, like I could care less if these guys are flip flopping every year, just because like that's the whole point.
At
it's
that
like
point,
all
they
these
wouldn't
teams
really
are all
have to flip flop, I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
The only way that could like the super teams could die off, which I mean they're going to die off eventually, but there's going to be a couple of athletes that will refuse to sign with these super teams just to prove that they can do it on their own with a smaller team, with like a small market team, and they're going to try to prove it on their own, and eventually one's going to do it because one's going to be good enough, just like LeBron was. He did it on his own in Cleveland for a while. Before he went to all these, before he went to Miami, he was in Cleveland by himself when he got drafted, and he
could never win it though.
No, but he got to the finals though, plenty of times.
Yeah.
But the thing is, there's gonna be another player that gets to the finals and that wins it by himself, pretty much with a small team, and then it's gonna attract other people. Like, well, if he can do it and get all this recognition, because that's crazy that he's getting so much praise for doing it with a team like this, taking on a superstar team. Why can't I do it? Why can't?
Eventually there's going to be somebody. There's going to be somebody better. I mean, it's going to happen. It's only a matter of time.
I think the super teams are die out though.
Why they say LeBron's better than Jordan? I mean, it's only a matter of time before somebody's going to learn from what you did and just practice and practice and practice.
If anyone just copies my step back crossover, they're probably gonna be the best player in the league.
Joe Sanchez step back crossover.
It's deadly. It's just if I had like 5 more inches on me, I'll be in the NBA. I wouldn't do this podcast, like NBA time.
WNBA.
I'll be dunking on them though.
You get your shit pushed in.
I'll push their shit in. You know what I mean.
What would you say? You wanted to talk about the World Cup?
Yeah, but that's the thing though.
England lost, right?
It's Croatia and France. So, and the thing is, like, France is normally projected to do well every year, and they always lose out like in the first couple stages, just because like
Has
they're
France ever won a cup?
I couldn't tell you.
They've had some like really good players, like older players, really good, but.
They underperform every World Cup pretty much.
Well, not as bad as the USA did. We can't even make it to the.
Well, because we don't consider.
We couldn't even qualify to be in the World Cup.
We don't send top athletes to play soccer. All our top athletes are playing basketball, football,
right,
and stuff like that.
Well, the thing is, it's gonna take somebody like. Not like a LeBron type of player, just in the in the MLS or something like that, to make it that popular to where you have, because I think there's a movie and I've been needing to watch it, but it's on Netflix and it talks about how
Ladybugs.
No, it's how
Kicking and Screaming with Will Ferrell.
I think it's a semi documentary on Vince Carter, and it's all about how he inspired a whole generation of basketball athletes in Canada. Yeah. So like I think the US needs somebody like that, to where just somebody that's like on the top level of like of just being like, they could go play somewhere else if they wanted to, but as long as they're American and they're one of the best in the world, basically, then I think that can inspire a generation. But problem is we don't ever have that. We start getting stars that look like that, and then like you look at them next year and it's like, oh well, they fell off and they're not even really playing anymore. They got transferred to their team and now they're shit, basically.
Isn't the real problem like there's not money in it? Like all the other sports?
Oh, there's money in it. You can turn pro when you're 16 if you wanted to.
But I'm talking about money. Like
there's money.
Millions, like the NFL
the highest player. Like, well, you don't have to like Jared said, you don't have to play in the MLS. If there's an American that went to go play for Real Madrid, I think it would make a lot of Americans like stand like, okay, like look at this guy. He's really, really great. He came from it doesn't matter. Like he came from freaking Atlanta. And he's over there playing in Spain. Playing against, like Ronaldo and Messi, and on the same caliber as them, making the same kind of money as them, it makes people realize that the fact is we see LeBron making money, we see Kobe making money, we see Tom Brady making all this money, we see all like these people making money, but we don't see American soccer players going overseas and making that kind of money. And
because the top guys,
but see, I think it's not going to work.
They go to these academies and they turn pro when they're like 14, 15, 16. Like they may not play on an actual pro team, but they're making professional money. That like 20-year-olds are making when they're 14, 15, and 16, basically.
Like Freddie Adu, he was an American that was playing soccer that turned pro at 14.
But I think the problem is they're not making the
buzz.
money over here, and that's what's causing the breakdown.
Yeah. They just haven't produced any great American soccer players.
I'm just saying the money that is in soccer isn't here in the U.S., and so nobody cares.
Yeah.
They're all trying to get that NFL money and NBA money and baseball money.
And they realize soccer has a lot more because it's how international it is.
Yeah, it's a lot of untapped potential, but the problem is...
I'd feel it'd actually be easier to go pro in soccer than the other ones. I would think it would be a smaller market, so it'd be easier to get recognized.
You have a lot of people overseas to deal with, though. I mean, like I said, it's international. It's literally international.
For like a U.S. team.
Probably so. I mean,
like a lot of the U.S. teams, the Dallas Burn or whatever they're called.
No, it's FC Dallas.
Yeah, a lot of the U.S. teams, like, they don't have like Americans. Like, they will have a couple Americans.
Yeah, they import everybody.
But when I worked at FC Dallas, like their top stars were a Hispanic guy from Mexico. They had a guy from Africa. They had people from like all over the world. They had a couple Americans, but like they weren't anything special, you know.
Yeah.
So
I just think if you're a really good American soccer player, you could get picked up somewhere probably.
Yeah.
But with lot easier than trying to like go pro in NFL and where the competition is like super intense, you know.
And America, super intense.
I was just about to say it, and Joe, I don't know. Joe, do you play FIFA at all, or did you ever play FIFA?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know if we're going to talk about LeBron, I figure if we're going to talk soccer, Cristiano Ronaldo is going to Juventus, and I feel like that's a bigger move than LeBron moving, in my opinion, because he's been.
I didn't believe that. I didn't believe that when I first saw it. I thought someone like photoshopped someone did Photoshop a jersey on them, but I thought like it was completely fake, like someone's just fucking around.
He's on my ultimate team. Not really.
No. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That was a crazy move. I don't know who's on that team who's on their team.
Yeah, neither do I. Like, I used to know. I haven't played FIFA in a long time, but Juventus used to be decent, but they were never on the quality of like Real Madrid, because they're like one of the world's top teams basically. So
you go to Real Madrid, you know you made it.
Yeah.
Well, obviously not. It's France and Croatia or whatever you said.
Well, no, those are international teams.
Yeah.
Those are the only teams that matter. World Cup, bro.
But if France could win it, though, France definitely
America's never relevant.
Exactly. I got France, though. I got France winning it.
Yeah, I'm going to say France 3-2, maybe.
I want to Croatia.
I want to see Pogba do something great. I like Pogba.
Croatia 2-1 is my final prediction.
Could be right.
At the 53:06 mark.
That's when what's going to happen.
That's when they're going to call it. I don't know.
The Croatia-England game, like England scored real quick, like in the first like 10 minutes or so, like on this crazy goal, and then after that, like they just didn't get any more chances.
They got shut down.
Yeah, Croatia just stepped their game down.
I saw that. I don't know what teams it were, but I saw that crazy bicycle kick into the goal. Somebody went to header, and he, I think it was a blue team.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just saw the replay where he bicycle kicked it in.
I think that was France.
Was it France?
I want to say it was.
I don't know if I saw that game,
because that was the game before the Belgium-Japan game, which that game was crazy. That was a good game. My Japan people couldn't win it. They got close. I picked them.
Japan people.
Yeah, I picked them to win, and they're.
What does that even mean?
That's the one thing I do like about when Japan comes and plays in these world tournaments is like the Little League World Series, the Baseball Classic, the FIFA thing. Like they're the most respectful people out of anybody there, you know.
That's the culture, man.
Yeah, and I feel like that's something like a lot of people need to like take from that Japanese culture is like, they may be like they may act subservient to people that they're not supposed to in our eyes, but they respect other people regardless of who they are, you know.
Yeah.
Just for giving them an opportunity.
Honor over there.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you know, like those Japanese businesses and stuff, like if you get to a certain age, like they don't fire you. They basically just Move you to an office.
They make you commit Sudoku or whatever it is.
No.
Sudoku.
Sudoku.
You sit in a corner and just do the
Sudoku all day.
You've been dishonored.
What's growing? So many puzzles.
Basically, they keep them on the payroll and they just do whatever they want. And they're all like, just sit by themselves until they decide to retire or die.
They play Dokkan all day.
Yeah, Dokkan.
play Dokkan.
Oh man.
In Dokkan news, the biggest Japanese YouTuber, as far as like the Dokkan YouTuber, came back to Dokkan. He quit Dokkan, but he came back.
He came back.
How
much money have you spent on Dokkan in the past 3 months?
My biggest streamer, like how many subscribers or followers does he have?
I don't know how much.
The millions at all, or close to it?
I don't know. I don't keep up with him. I just know his name is
you
Couch.
just said he was the biggest one.
Yeah, he's the biggest one that did it in Japan. Japan. Yeah.
Japan.
What was his name? I'll look it up real quick.
Kalc. Kalc, I believe.
That's cock.
Kalc.
Kalc Dokkan Battle.
So, how much money have you spent in Dokkan in the last 3 months?
2K.
I don't know. The 3-year anniversary just came out, so I mean.
So what does that mean?
I don't know. I spent money.
How much?
What does that mean? I don't know, man. I spent money. So like Dave Chappelle. I don't know, man.
Oh, bitch. Okay.
$1,000 or what?
Oh hell no.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you said you spent over $1,000 the last time we talked about this.
That was like in total though. That wasn't in one sitting.
That's
I just doubled my whole sitting in one day.
More. That's some more.
So how much did you spend?
On what? The 3-year anniversary?
Yeah.
Wow.
Come on.
I don't know.
I know you know.
I don't know. 100. 100.
Why?
It's a game. It's a hobby. It's a game I enjoy.
No,
I play this.
Back to the first topic. Addiction, asshole.
First of all, if it was addiction, I would summon it on every banner. I don't do that.
Oh,
I skip stuff because I don't need to do it. I don't need to get every card.
Because you already got them.
I do have a lot of cards.
Wow.
No, but
so what's your total at now?
I don't know. A lot.
Over 1,000, right?
A lot.
A lot, Daniel.
Wow.
Did y'all see that?
If it's a game that I play every day, multiple hours.
But is it really a game?
Yeah.
Is it a game? Is it?
I call it a game.
How would it be a game?
Because you're not doing anything.
First of all, I can't just load up Dokkan and do this. Oh man, that's cool.
You can.
I'm playing a game right now. Too bad it's not a game. I'm just looking at it. No, it's called a fucking wallpaper then.
It's more of a game than that fucking Pokemon game where it's like everything does it for
Pokemon
itself. It like
Quest?
auto plays it. Yeah.
What is it?
Well, you can autoplay Dokkan, can't you?
No.
You can autoplay the missions or anything?
God, I wish you could do that. Trust me. Some days I wish you could do that. You can autoplay Naruto Ninja Blazing. You can autoplay that.
You can autoplay almost any mobile game.
But
Especially the free-to-play ones.
They're not free-to-play. They're gacha games.
Free-to-play, gacha, whatever. Spend money games.
Gacha games. That's what they are in Japan. That's what they're called. Gacha games.
I know.
They actually have some gotcha, like actually some legit ones now at the mall. At Thank Geek, they actually have like some like they're the 25-cent machine, but they're like $2 or $3. And yeah, they actually have some real cool stuff in them, though, like figures, like that actually come from Japan.
That you're never gonna get.
No, I have a Thank Geek right next to me in the mall. I'm actually got to go over there eventually and see what they have in there and see if I
spend
can get something.
$1,000 to get a figure that you can buy online for $10.
It's not the point, Daniel. It's the point of the experience.
Gotcha.
Gotcha, bitch.
I don't know if Joe. I think Joe may have saw it, but Daniel, I posted that in the chat where it's like this. It looks like basically this game could be what Pokemon should have came out with, and if they do it right.
Is it a board game? I saw the Kickstarter.
It's a MMO creature collection adventure is what the genre is, but it's basically just like it's an MMO, like looks like a Pokemon type deal where.
But for like PC or something.
You can catch battle like it's on PC, Switch, PS4, Xbox One.
Oh wow!
Like everything, pretty much.
Is it free?
That's not out.
No, it's on a Kickstarter right now. But I think to get the game, it's literally $16 or the early bird special is a digital game and like a couple other things.
Yeah,
so.
it looks straight up like Pokemon. They're gonna get the shit suit out of them.
Yeah, I was looking at the comments on Reddit, and people were like, "Man, Pokemon's gonna see the shit out of this." But everybody was like, "This is what we've been asking Pokemon to do for years, and this game is literally just like doing it." I think it will be on Steam. That's what it says. Nintendo Switch, Steam, PS4, and Xbox One. So I think it doesn't ship till like September though. If you get the early bird package or whatever.
I've been trying to get more games on Steam.
Yeah.
Well, get it on Switch, man.
I'm gonna Switch on November.
Yeah, he didn't have Switch yet.
Dude, this game ain't coming out, man. Nintendo is gonna shut this down.
Why wouldn't it come out? They have those shitty ass apps that are basically Pokemon ripoffs.
As long as they don't use a Pokemon, as long as they don't use like so close to the character's likeness. Like let's say they cannot.
Did you see this?
I saw it. Yeah, but they cannot use like.
I know the.
Yeah.
Did you see?
I know copyright. I mean, that's the thing though. Like, it just looks cool because like you have multiple people running around and like you can do like co-op story mode and all that kind of stuff. Like,
I bet the servers are gonna be trash though.
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you that.
Look, Team Rocket.
Is
Team Rocket.
Is a main character named Bash and his best friend is Ikachu?
Bash and Lash.
Bash and Ikachu.
It even says Tinta Master.
They have all the same. It look like the same like types, but instead of like poison, it's toxic. They have a digital one.
What do they have instead of fire? It's what?
Instead of psychic, it's mental. No, they have fire. They have a wind type, a crystal type. So like they added a couple in there that are different. So.
Pig Epic is the Pikachu.
But if anyone's interested, the game is called Temtem, Temtem, and this Kickstarter has a bunch of stuff on it. If anybody's wanting to check it out, so
y'all just blow up Daniel and tell him that y'all need him to stream it.
I'll stream.
They're called Clan Belsoto. Is that what you're looking at for Team Rocket or whatever?
Yeah. Team
Speaking
Rocket.
Y'all see my new figure?
What is that?
My new figure.
How much you pay for that?
That one was $60.
Oh my god! For what?
It would be better if it was Goku and Goten.
And then
instead of that trash Vegeta.
Yeah, Majin Vegeta. Yeah.
We come in peace.
Majin Vegeta was the strongest Vegeta in my opinion.
Oh, man, I got so many. I have a collection. I can't see it.
They're all the same.
They're all Vegeta. I know, right?
Are those Dragon Balls behind you?
Yeah.
What's your
Do you have all
favorite
7?
arc of Vegeta?
The one where he's dead.
Mine was definitely Majin Vegeta because I like the whole Majin.
Yeah, that was the best one.
No, the best arc is when at the very beginning where it was like the over 9,000.
When he was the monkey Vegeta.
Yeah.
The Brian Drummond Vegeta.
That was the best Dragon Ball Z. The Cell Saga, up to the Cell Saga. Cell Saga was good.
The Cell Saga was Majin Buu wasn't that good, but they had good
I like Buu as a villain.
But... And Bibbidi, do you like Bibbidi as a villain? The little scaredy bitch that hid behind him.
It was good, but Majin Vegeta made that whole
Did you see y'all didn't watch Castlevania, did y'all? Did y'all watch Castlevania on Netflix? The new season comes out in October. What do y'all think about the Game of Thrones prequel?
I never watched any Games of Thrones, so I don't know anything about it.
Did you hear that?
What time period is it supposed to be?
They just say
so gonna start.
They started production on the prequel now.
So it's gonna. But
like, is it supposed to be when Ned Stark was like when they were battling, like Walkers? All that stuff?
I don't know, man. I just saw it the other day that they started production on that because they're not gonna let it die.
I say, is it gonna? Because I know this is the last season of Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, it doesn't come out till next year though.
So is this coming after the last season?
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know.
I know, mate. I don't know.
Well, and then that
it could be another like that Walking Dead.
It's supposed to come out at some point, probably within the next year or two. The Lord of the Rings Amazon series that they're going to do.
We'll see how that
I think that's supposed to be a prequel as well, isn't it? Or some bullshit. So
I guess it would have to be, really, unless it's some kind of side story somewhere, but I don't know what they would side story off of. But
Probably Harry Potter.
Harry Potter? You're a wizard.
Someone else makes the ring. They make a new ring.
Harry Potter
They
and
make
Lord
a
of the Rings.
cock ring.
Shit.
Oh, God.
Give him one. I go give him mine. Where's mine at?
Oh my God. On that note, this has been another episode of TopiCast. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. Like always, hit us up on Facebook. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Helps push us up to the top. You can check us out on Spotify and Twitter.
Twitter's better than
the
Facebook.
gram.
Have you posted the gram? Do you post to the gram?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
You
Follow us. Man.
You can watch us. You can listen to us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, all the podcast services around the world.
Hentai-heaven.org also.
That's Jerry's new website.
Jerry went to go type it in.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Like always, guys, this has been another episode of TopiCast. I'm Daniel.
I'm Joe.
I'm Jared.
We're out.
Peace.
They've come out with like a bunch of new stuff. I was like, they came out with new stuff already? Like normally it's on the test servers and stuff like that. He's like, well, yeah, they came out with the some new guns, new scopes, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, they came out with more new guns and new scopes, like another DMR and stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, man, like a 3 times and a 6 times. And I like stopped and I was like, wait a minute, 3 times and a 6 times, that's been out already. He was like, what, did you play on PC? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I play on Xbox. And I was like, you pleb. And everybody just started laughing at him. And I was like, dude, that's been out for like months. That's at least a couple months and a new map. He's like, yeah, I want to play that new map. And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, you guys haven't got the new map yet? And he's like, no, man, but I want to play it.
They have the new map. You talking about Miramar?
I'm just talking about like on console for
That's
PUBG.
what I'm talking about. Miramar is out on. It's
The
been
small
out on
map?
console. Yeah.
Yeah, he may have not known. He just now knew that they got the So.
Because they have the public test server on Xbox too that you can play on. But I don't know. Interesting.
All right, I gotta go eat. I'm hungry.
Did you see that? The game, The Calling. Have you heard of it?
I came out with the second one and it's shitty, I heard.
Well, did you hear that it came out today, the same day as Fortnite Season 5? And when they ran like movement on like how many people were playing it, it was
like one person.
There was one person on the server.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it bombed.
Well, and they came out with that what was it? That Day 9 or some bullshit game. Like it was another Island of 9 is what it was called. And it's like it was another new battle royale that came out.
Another like cooking
it was shitty
battle royale game.
Cooking?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all's battle royale.
Called,
like a real game.
I don't know what it's called. Something
Cooking Mama 5.
Something like that. I don't know.
Mama 5 battle
But you
royale.
have like a waffle iron and it's...
Oh yeah, Cuisine Royale,
Yeah,
dude. I've been playing
Cuisine
that.
Royale.
Yeah, I've been playing that. That's actually fun.
You still play Realm Royale?
No, but I don't play that because my other friends don't play it. I thought it was all right, but they prefer the other games. So yeah,
Brawlhalla's fun.
Brawlhalla.
Yeah, I have a friend that like plays that religiously. Like him and a couple other friends like they try and rank up and like get real high, and that's like their main fighting game that they play.
It's just like Smash. It's fun.
Yeah,
pretty fun.
Coming soon. We will see.
Brawlhalla's like a good little warm up.
A warm up.
It is. It has the same mechanics as Smash.
All right. Well, I just got some bonus audio. You're welcome.
All right. Well, I'm going to sleep.
Good night. Go spend some money on Dokkan.
Dokkan
I'm going to go watch Hunter x Hunter and eat some food.
You need to watch a movie. Go watch a movie, you asshole.
Oh, I'm watching Hunter x Hunter.
Haven't you already seen it?
No, I've never seen it. It's fucking great. I want to watch Death Note earlier today, though.
Why? You've already seen it.
I know. Sometimes you just gotta watch Death Note occasionally, okay? You just gotta fucking watch it. There's no rhyme or reason you just have to watch it.
You need to watch the beginning of B so you can tell me if it's worth watching or not.
You need to watch Batman Ninja.
Yeah, it's like B is like when he's in like high school and shit like that. From
B.
Yes. From fucking the show you just talked about. What the fuck? I'm trying to think.
Hunter?
No, Death Note.
I never heard of that. What is this? Hold up. What are you talking about, B?
It's on Netflix. You know, B, the guy that was like the fucking or whatever his initial was. He was like the investigator.
L.
Maybe. Let me
That's
see.
some
L.
Stranger Thing. 11 L.
No, L is.
Let me look it up.
It's L. I'm telling you right now, it's L.
I know. I'm trying to look up the what it's called though. The the one anime. Beginning.
It's called Hentai Superstar.
Hentai Heaven.
.org.
.edu.
EDU.
It's an educational site.
Genius investigator Keith Flick rejoins the Royal Police Force just as serial killer B emerges. Mysterious use Koku may be an ally on target. I don't know what this is. I thought it might be about. I thought it was. Let me see. It's a prequel. I thought it was a prequel to the fucking Death Note.
It is.
I can't read Japanese.
I got
what? I don't know.
I gotta take it either today or tomorrow. Learning Japanese.
You're learning Japanese?
At the class, I need to go download and I watch it tomorrow.
I would like to learn Japanese. I've always wanted to go to Japan.
I'll download all the classes. I can give them to you once I'm done.
What, Rosetta Stone?
No, I'm doing it through HEB.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, why?
I mean, why are you doing it? You're not gonna learn it.
Hell?
You're not gonna learn enough to read it.
Yeah, yes, I am.
No, you're not. Don't lie to yourself.
I don't learn enough. Trust me. Boy, you don't think I'm learn enough to read it? I'm about to translate all this Japanese Dokkan. I'm about to be #1 translator in Dokkan.
No,
I know what baka means.
I know how much money I spent in yen.
Let's see. Yeah, see, I got all these lessons I need to download.
I don't know where I got this from.
I don't know where you got it from.
I thought it was supposed to be a prequel to fucking Death Note though, or at least the guy that was like the investigator.
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know where I got that from. Must have been baked or something. I don't know.
Baked.